It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy. I'm Bill Redner, and along with Trenton Catholic's athletic director, Marty Flynn, we're in between games. Coming up would be Trenton Catholic versus St. Peter's Prep. The first game, it was Trenton High losing to Newark Eastside by a score of 48-45, and Keith Noonan will be following with the play-by-play with Brianne O'Neill, the person responsible for getting us here at Trenton Catholic High School. And Marty, what first game, of course, Trenton High, comfortable lead, but they gave it away.
Yeah, it's been a great day, Bill, and appreciate you guys being here, Brianna and Keith and Fish doing a great job as always. But it's about the day as well. Joe Richardson, we're doing Capital City Cancer Classic, and Joe puts in a lot of time and work and effort to get two good games against good competition. So. It's been a great day. We're going to raise some money for a good cause, obviously the Cancer Foundation, and we're looking forward to another good game, against St. Peter's and our TCPA team.
Yeah, we have to remember that's why we're here, to fight cancer. And if people who might be watching or listening, if they want to contribute or donate, how would they do that?
Yeah, they can do that through Joe Richardson's program, Capital City Cancer Classic.com.
All right, and of course, Marty, we were here the other day, Thursday, with an Education on Parade show. There's much more to going to school than athletics here at Trenton Catholic Prep, and it starts in the classroom. And what I saw here on Thursday during our Education on Parade show with your robotics class was simply amazing. And and people can go back and watch this. Trenton Catholic fans, they can go back and watch this past Thursday's robotics team, and Mr. Knowles, the teacher. Absolutely. Yeah. What a gentleman, what an outstanding individual.
He does a great job, and that's our highest subscribed program, our robotics. We have over 30 kids in it. You saw many of them, and again, I can't thank you enough for bringing the in the classroom segment to Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy. It got to showcase, as we see our athletes a lot when you cover basketball, it got to showcase some of our students and doing the things that they love with regard to robotics and the mathematical piece that's there. Mike Knowles and that group do a great job.
And your students, so impressed with your students, not just at the secondary level, but at the lower level too. When you were gracious enough to give me a tour of the school, I was personally impressed with your younger students, and when they were asked questions, what is their favorite part of the day, or what makes Trenton Catholic so special to these youngsters, they would say the teachers, faith, things like that. That is a credit to the education that you are providing for these young men and women.
Yeah, we've got two real dedicated directors. Our upper school director, Joanne May, does a great job with the robotics group and the older kids, the athletic piece. But I can't say enough about our director, Ann Reep. She's the lower school director, and you saw it. You saw firsthand, Bill. That's a great school. 250 kids are there, coming every day. They have enthusiasm for learning. They're obviously faith-based. That they appreciate that. Their parents pay some of their hard work money to go there, and it's a great, small little school there.
It is, and if people are interested who might be watching on how can they attend Trenton Catholic or learn more about it, tell these folks how they can do that.
Sure, you can very easily call us at any time, Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, and we could talk to our admissions director. You can go on our website, TrentonCatholicPrep.org. It shows all the offerings that we have and connects you with the people you would need to do. You can come in and talk to our admissions people and get a tour of the building. You could shadow some people. So we're here ready to bring more people into this school. We want this school to grow.
Well, it certainly is growing. And hey, folks, if you want to see firsthand what Trenton Catholic Prep is all about, you can go back and watch this past Thursday's Education on Parade show featuring live from their robotics team classroom. You can watch it at facebook.com/WBCB1490 or at WBCB1490.com under our billboard for community events and school initiatives. Again, that's facebook.com/WBCB1490 or WBCB1490.com. Just look for the billboard, community events, school initiatives. Scroll down there. You'll see Education on Parade. Speaking of Education on Parade, we'll be at Trenton High School this coming Thursday from their beautiful visual arts room at 10:30. Education on Parade is made possible by Angelo Onifrey,
Yes.
our Mercer County prosecutor, and without him, we wouldn't be here either, along with a lot of our other sponsors.
Yeah, Angelo does a great job with this program. He's, showcasing our students that are here, get a great education, see what our teachers are doing, our very dedicated teachers both here and at Trenton Central. Sharon Grady, the athletic director at Trenton Central, Poppy Sanders, those professionals do a great job. They've done a great job for a long time. It's important to showcase the very positive things that's going on in our schools, particularly Trenton High School, Trenton Catholic Preparatory.
And there's much more to schools than sports. But speaking of sports, we got your team, Trenton Catholic Prep, going against St. Peter's today. And what do you expect in this game?
This is going to be a good game. St. Peter's is coming down. They're a quality team. Our team is young. We've got 3-4 freshmen at any time on the floor. We've got Kale Maxey's our senior leader. And they really played very well against Notre Dame last Thursday. People are considering an upset. I look at it as a maturing process. They've been maturing every single day. And Eric Elliott, our coach, has been the person that's directing them, showing them about team basketball. When you're a freshman, you're maybe used to playing a little bit unstructured in the AAU programs, and now you get your opportunity to do it here. You will not beat a St. Peter's or a Trenton High or an East Side if you don't have that pattern, structured team play that Eric has instilled. And that's what I saw on Thursday, Bill. I saw a team that understood, you're just not going to run and gun and have fun. You are structured. We do have plays. It goes 90 miles an hour.
Right.
Nobody's slowing down.
Right.
Nobody's going to. But you got to look for that next pass. You got to look for that outlet. You got to look for that pick and roll. Those are the things that they're starting to understand now. They understand that it's not just I'm the fastest guy on the court and I can jump the highest and I can score. Not the case when you get to this level. Eric and our other assistant coach Freddie Young does a great job. Sean Smith. The program is solid. Like I said, it's a little young. We were learning and struggled a little bit in the beginning. I think we're hitting a good place right here. Maybe not our peak yet, but we're in a good place.
Well, you got the county tournament and the state tournament coming up, so you hope to reach your peak at that time of the year.
Absolutely,
when
absolutely.
You want to.
That's why I kind of corrected myself. We're getting there, but if we continue to work hard, and I see him practice every day, and Eric and his staff is pushing him. That's how they're going to peak at that time, the best time, MCT and NJSIA tournament time.
Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, because you and I were talking about this on Thursday, the passing yesterday of WBCB's Jerry Blavitt, who was on our station and several other stations. And Jerry, I know you and Marty, go back a long, long time with the Geeter, and I just, on behalf of Merle Reese and our management and our entire staff, would like to wish condolences to Jerry's family on his recent passing, but he will not be ever duplicated, and it's just such memories when you think of Jerry Blavitt.
Absolutely, Bill, and I would like to extend my personal condolences, but I think I can speak for a lot of people that went to this school, the Trenton, Hamilton, Mercer County area. Jerry was a Philly guy, but he was always up here, and you could get him on some of the local stations. He brought great music. The weekly dances he had at the War Memorial Building, they're legendary. I mean,
I know.
We were just kids.
I know.
but the reality was that we had a good time. That was good, clean fun. He was over at U Carcella Hall and Wagner Ballroom and the Chevu Ballroom. But he had a really big following here in the Trenton, Mercer County area. In fact, Marianne and I, we've been going to Jerry Blavitt dances since we were kids. And we actually, before COVID hit, we were going to at least one Jerry Blavitt dance a year.
Right.
And my kids kid me a little bit, but the reality is they know that, that getting out, dancing, having fun with somebody like Jerry Blavitt that brings such positive things to you is a very good thing.
Well, we'll certainly miss him. We're going to be playing his shows throughout the week. Next week at his normal time, 3 to 5, right here at the top of the dial, 1490 AM, 107.3 FM. The Geeter will live on, and folks, we'll miss him. What a treasure he was to Trenton.
Absolutely. I can't say enough about how much he'll be missed. I would like to say just real quick, if you don't mind, because they tune in all the time, my grandsons.
Right.
Lucas, Anthony, Mateo, and Valentina, my grandkids up in North Jersey, always looking at the WBCB, covering the games, and I want to say hello to them.
Well, we'll say hello to him. And Keith Noonan, as we get ready to start the second game, and I hope it's safe to say this, Keith, so don't kill me, but congratulations, Keith Noonan has just been named to the broadcast team of
the York Revolution, yes.
And
nice,
the Atlantic League. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good. Good job. Very nice.
Appreciate that.
Very nice.
And that's single A?
It is. It's the Atlantic League, so it's a little bit different. They're not affiliated, but it's professional ball players that are trying to get back into the major league professional system. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, Marty, as a former baseball player and a high school baseball coach, the aspirations of all of us at one time are to try to achieve a certain level. And Keith is, how long have you been with us now, Keith? 6, 7 years?
No, approaching 4.
4 years?
Yeah.
A staple in the community, but more than that, a person who is very professional and who cares about the youth of our community. And Keith, it's congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. But I'll still be here doing some stuff, so you're not losing me fully yet.
We don't want to. So.
He reminds me very much of a young Tom McCarthy who used to be around here a few years ago, and now he's doing the Phillies.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's doing the NFL, and I know Tom really well. And I see a comparison there. Just keep chasing your dream, Keith.
Appreciate it.
Keep chasing it. Marty, thank you so much.
Bill, thank you. I appreciate it. Brianna does a great job. Keith and Fish, keep up the good work.
All right, we'll see you. I think you have a game with Trenton High coming up and a game with
next Thursday.
Yeah, next.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll be here next Tuesday. All right, we're going to turn it over to Keith Noonan in just a second. I just wanted to thank the sponsors for making these games possible. Capital Health, Haldeman Ford, the Revere Ristorante Italiano, 802 River Road, Valentine's Day reservations. Give them a call at 609-882-6365. Angelo Onifree at the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Team Toyota, the #1 team on Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and also Langhorne, the pride of the Berg since 1936, the Italian People's Bakery and Deli. And of course, the Trentonian. You can read about this game in tomorrow's editions of the Trentonian. Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy leading the way for better education. Hyundai of Trenton, Mako of Ewing Township, and the Saul Funeral Home, also a part of our community.
All right, thank you very much, Bill, and thanks to Marty Flynn for stopping by. And I'm sure that that was a great conversation, but of course, I was down making sure the rosters and everything was set for the broadcast, obviously, and got a good one. St. Peter's Prep taking on TCPA, and when you look at it, on paper, it doesn't seem like too much of a matchup because St. Peter's Prep among the top teams in the state, and they have just been tremendous all year long. But TCPA has started 1-9 this season, but now they've won back-to-back games. So they come in 3-7, haven't played quite as many games as other teams have. Obviously, St. Peter's Prep 11-2. And so this should be an interesting yet tall task for Trenton Catholic, a team that is on the up and coming. They're young, and this should be a fun game to watch as we get set here from Trenton Catholic. And once again, if you didn't see the first game of the doubleheader, Capital City Classic, 15-0, Trenton Central took on Newark Eastside. They were 7-8, but that SEC conference that they play in, tremendous teams. And Eastside came in here and won a tight one, ended Trenton Central's undefeated season bid, and they are now 15-1 as they lost a tight one 48-45 in that first game. So, St. Peter's Prep, the Marauders, coming in to take on the Iron Mikes. And we welcome in Ryan Baxter. I'm Keith Noonan. He's Ryan Baxter as he is joining the broadcast. And Ryan, should be a pretty good one as we get the tip.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm expecting a lot from this TCPA team. If we get a quick bucket to start the game for TCPA.
Javion Senior, Caesar Jones rather draws first blood, 2-0 quickly.
Yeah, it's like you said, TCPA has won 2 back-to-back. It seems like they're starting to get their feet under them, and like you said, they're young, and that's all it takes. Get a little momentum. These young kids are ready to go.
Nice move inside and a nice bucket that time. And it's tied at 2. Jackson Tyndall with that last basket and quickly out on the break. 2-2. Shot for 3. No good by Nico Pena. Got kind of a late start.
Yeah, a little nothing crazy though.
I gave it too early on. Tyndall right back to the rack, and a couple of layups for him.
Fast, frenetic pace for both sides right now.
That's kind of what you'd expect, right? St. Peter's very good. They've got some size, you could tell, and Trenton Catholic turning it over.
That might come into the experience factor. Like you said, they were young. They might have a little pressure facing one of these good teams.
And we're joined once again by Joe Richardson, and he could sit in on this game. And Joe, interesting, right? I mean, St. Peter's Prep, 11-2 this year. They're among one of the best in the state. And you've got an up-and-coming team in Trenton Catholic. So what are you expecting here early on?
Well, it all depends. Trenton Catholic is young, and if they can keep their composure and just not be intimidated by the moment, you know, they can stay in the game and hopefully pull it out in the end.
4-2 early going. Tyndall gets it up to Ben Guy, and the shot for 3 nailed by Nico Pena. 7-2.
Another
St.
quick
Peter's
turnover.
Prep, yeah. Pena got fouled, 2 shots upcoming. You could tell just the size and the strength of this Prep team. My goodness.
And TCPA, they can't seem to get past half court at the moment. They're trying to rush through to get to the front court, but they're not getting through this tenacious half court press, it looks like.
Pena, no problem on the first. Really nice crowd. Not many people left. In fact, there might be more people here now.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. And that was a decent little crowd too for the first game that we had too.
Absolutely. 9-2 early going. Whitfield trying to spin through traffic, and he lost it for a moment. Maxey gets rid of it. It's a turnover, baseball pass, and Rosa saves it, but it goes right to Caesar Jones, and he throws it away over Maxey's head.
Turnover for turnover for turnover. They want to go fast, but you don't want them to rush through this. They're not really getting the passes they need.
Joe, it seems like quickly out of the gate here with Trenton Catholic, it seems like they're playing a little too quick for their own liking.
Yeah, I believe so. You know, when you're playing a highly ranked team like St. Peter's Prep, and you know, you just want to kind of stay in the game. You tend to do things that's not part of your normal character as a team. Another turnover.
Tyndall Got fouled.
It was a really, really tough take there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he was able to get through with a shot, honestly, because Bryson there had a hand on the ball, but they were still able to get the free throws here.
Jackson Tyndall is one of their top players.
A team like this, they're all top players.
Oh, yeah. Him and Nico Pena sharing 13 points per game.
And it seems like they're trying to get Nico going a little early. These shot a good portion of the shots so far.
And a nice start for Tyndall, no question. Timeout, Eric Elliott wants to talk it over. And it is a quick 11-2 lead. TCPA, located on a beautiful campus in Hamilton Township, offers an affordable Catholic education providing outstanding academics in a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. Trenton Catholic Academy is for pre-K through 12th grade, leading the way with first-rate robotics, stem cell education, and developing championship sports teams in a first-class facilities. To learn more about TCPA, go to TrentonCatholicPrep.org. If you miss any of today's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. So, Joe, let's talk more about this event. Obviously, we started a new stream this time, so if you missed the first game, you can always go back and listen to that. But tell the audience who might not know about this event and why you started it.
Yes, this is the Capital City Cancer Classic basketball showcase. It was started a couple years ago. I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and during both of my bouts with cancer, I was an active assistant coach with Trenton Central High School. So put together what I love is sports and basketball, put that together with the mission of cancer and fundraising, and we came up with Capital City Cancer Classic. This event allows us to be able to raise money for various charities, cancer facilities, to sponsor scholarships as well as support families dealing with cancer.
Nico Pena with that last bucket.
Fantastic pass to get it to him, too.
Whitfield, corner three. Can't hit. Maxey comes away with it. Another try for three is nailed. Tyler Hammond.
Yeah, I think if TCPA can knock down a couple threes and get a couple stops, get their confidence back, just like we've seen in the last game. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish.
Rosa down low. Tyndall traveled. Couple extra steps there, and that's what you need, right? Put pressure on them and make them feel uncomfortable. And St. Peter's with a few too many steps.
I just don't like the lackadaisical passing by Trenton Catholic.
Great block by Caesar
The
Jones.
one-hand passes, the lackadaisical passes, just don't like that.
Whitfield tries another three, it's short. Rebound picked up by St. Peter's. Rushing with it is Ben Guy. Shot for three, Pena off the mark. And Whitfield got fouled by Tyndall, it looked like.
This pace really isn't doing Trenton Catholic any good. They're still trying to go way too fast through this press. They really need to find these passes instead of just chucking it and hoping that one of their teammates is there.
Right. Hammond back to Caesar Jones. There's the trap. And throwing it around, heaving one up. Somehow Caesar Jones comes away with it. Good pass, and Whitfield.
That's the luck of the Iron Mikes.
Bryson Whitfield with a nice bucket. Trenton Catholic got away with some sloppy play that time. 13-7.
Very fortunate to walk away with a basket there.
Nico Pena bounce pass. What a guy. Fadeaway jumper. Foul. Contact. And it will be Richie Rosa to the free throw line.
That was loud. I'm glad he's okay and getting up after that one. That was really loud.
Well, you know better than anyone, Joe, when you hit these floors, doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't, and it'll hurt tomorrow.
Rosa to the line, shooting two. Nothing but net on the first.
Could you imagine being the people in the cafeteria and then all of a sudden you just get this big bang on the floor like that?
Huh.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, Trenton Catholic was able to put together a couple successful stops and convert, so they are trying to make it manageable.
15-7. Trenton Catholic trying to establish
Another
their
lackadaisical
offense.
one-hand pass.
Yep. Guy for three. Can't hit. Nice fight for the rebound. Coming away with it is Matt Kinsler. For three. In and out by Rosa. Caesar Jones. 3-on-3. Layup is missed by Hammond. Long pass and too high for Kinsler.
Trenton Catholic's lucky right now that this lead isn't any bigger than what it is right now. If St. Peter's was hitting these shots, we're probably looking at close to a 20, 25-point lead.
Yeah, certainly St. Peter's Prep has had their opportunities.
They're executing this press and this trap so perfectly. They're not letting anything get through.
Hit the ceiling out of bounds.
Nice to see a two-hand pass out of him, though.
Wasn't a great one. Side of the perimeter. Rosa thought about a three. Now Pena puts one up. Missed again. Maxey fighting for the board. Players taking a tumble. Mason Santiago is tied up as well.
Fast-paced, gritty down low in the blocks. I love to see this.
A good hustle by both teams.
Absolutely.
What a game we had the first game.
Huh.
Fantastic.
Storming back was Eastside there in that third quarter when we were on the air, and then they were able to take down Trenton, who was previously undefeated. So now Ewing and Trenton are now with one loss after Ewing lost last night. They were undefeated. Hamilton West beat them.
And that was another fantastic game, too.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we've had the luxury of calling a lot of great action around Mercer County because this CVC is as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, this area has constantly been spoiled with good sports in general.
Shot for three off the mark, put up by Washington.
But specifically basketball, we're always getting high competitive, high motor basketball.
Rosa, good pass. Kinsler, the dunk is no good, but it's going to be an N1. Tyndall cleaning it up for himself.
He'll take it. I'll take it anyway. Not exactly the style points that he was looking for. Basket's still shaking a little bit, but see if he can convert this.
And Tyndall has clearly shown he's looking like the best player on the floor.
No doubt.
And as sloppy as TCPA has played, they're only down 10.
Right.
If they could cut down on the turnovers and execute offensively, they can make this a close game.
Absolutely. There is way too much basketball left to write TCA off just yet, or TCPA, excuse me.
18-7. Good pressure by the defense, and Isaiah Gore can't do much with it. Here's a lay-in. That's good. Peyton Miller.
They need to calm down. They really need to calm down. They haven't changed too much.
Washington gets it into the corner. Shot for three is short by Hammond. Kinsler will back out. Shot for three. No good by Santiago. And a foul.
Pena doesn't agree with that call at all.
Nope. Whitfield coming back in, Caesar Jones out. Minute 24 left.
Can't give up on this TCPA team. They came back against Notre Dame.
They did.
After being down. They just have to, maybe after the first quarter.
They got to settle in, right, Joe? I mean, they just seem, like you said, just wild passes. Whitfield, good shot, floater, falls.
That could be the momentum that they need right there, honestly. A quick little basket like that, get a ball back right here.
And that's how easy it is to beat a press if you keep your head up and make good, sharp, crisp passes. But on the other end, you have to play defense.
Right. Easy basket.
Beautiful ball movement by St. Peter's.
Yeah, Tyndall had a free lane. Might have gotten away with a travel there, but nonetheless wasn't called. Blocking foul. Cale Maxey trying to take it to the hoop. Tyndall with the foul.
And you would think that TCPA would like to get Maxey going down low as well to get these easy buckets going, but they don't have that length that St. Peter's had, so that's going to be a little tough. But they were able to get a lot of good buckets against Notre Dame with Mathoulier down there, so who knows? This could really turn around for them once they get into the paint a little bit more.
Yeah, Notre Dame has been interesting because they've had guys that have been sick, a couple of injuries, and they've been playing shorthanded for the better part of a week. Wild shot by Washington. Shot for three by Hammond, gets stuck. It's a jump ball. St. Peter's contesting everything right now, Joe, it seems like. They're doing a nice job defensively.
Well, TCPA has had a few open threes, unable to knock them down. Maybe if they can knock them down, that might make St. Peter's Prep change their defense. But as right now, if you're not hitting them, you live and die by the three, and right now they're dying by it.
Right. Those teams are always tough to gauge, right? Because if you're a three-shooting team and heavy three-shooting team, Maxey underneath the basket. Nice move around Kinsler. Teams that fire up the three, if they're on, great. But if they're not, you're looking at a low-scoring affair. Rosa over to Amore. Peyton Miller passes. Ben Guy sizing things up. Kinsler on the block. No look pass, and what a feed. Richie Rosa with an easy bucket. And that does it for the first quarter. Really nice first quarter for St. Peter's. TCPA trying to find their footing in this game. 24-11 at the end of one. And we'll be right back right after this.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Back here, about to begin the second quarter. Capital City Classic benefiting cancer is underway, and first game was Trenton Central falling to east side of Newark, and second game looking like all St. Peter's, but then again it looked like all Trenton early on in the first game, and then look what happened. Third quarter dominance by the road team Newark East Side, and they came out with a 3-point win, so see if Trenton Catholic has a comeback in them.
Yeah, like we were talking about, there's still a lot of basketball left to play here. So if TCPA can get their footing under them and stop turning the ball over as much, this could become just as good of a game as we saw in the first
Miller
one.
traveled, and he took that previous jump shot and missed. Nico Pena coming back into the game, Miller coming out. Washington skips it across over to Hammond. Back to Washington. Back to Hammond. Into the corner. Whitfield. Good passing. Shot by Washington. No good from downtown.
These closeouts from St. Peter's have been really, really good on all these jump shots.
Washington with a takeaway. Cale Maxey ends up with it. And Maxey, you'd like to see him start to get involved. He was a returning player from last year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's got to be the one that gets this going. He's the presence down low for them.
Washington missed, and so did Whitfield on the rebound. Rosa up the floor, works on Washington. Passes left. Kinsler thought about a three. For three, and no good by Pena. Whitfield couldn't grab the handle. Rosa. Kinsler launches for three. That's long. Right there to clean it up, though, is Pena. Offensive rebound and a timeout taken by St. Peter's. But they are just doing the little things very, very well right now, and it's 26-11.
TCPA is still playing this really, really sloppy brand of basketball. They're not getting anywhere. They need to fix this now.
And they've had open shots.
Oh, yeah.
Not converting.
Whitfield's had a couple open shots. He can't get going right now, unfortunately. He's got to be the one that gets going for them if they're going to start scoring these threes. And it's just, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it's just turnovers on turnovers on turnovers. You can't win if you give the other team the ball.
Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street. Go there for the rolls, deli meats, and the pastries. They offer catering as well. Go for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Trenton Catholic will have it out of the timeout. Into the game is Jules Davis. He gets trapped. And Washington got smacked in the face by Jordan Taylor, J.J. Taylor, in the game for the first time for Prep.
Honestly, they're lucky that it wasn't another turnover because that was another soft, lazy pass.
And it got tipped, too.
Yeah, they have to get crisper with these passes. Like, I don't know if they got to throw them harder, if they just got to look for them better. It's just not going their way.
Washington working on Rosa. Pass into the corner. Davis back to Washington. Caesar Jones back in the game. Corner three, thought about it, but passes it up. Davis did, and now Maxey has it beyond the three-point line.
I think he should have pulled that. He might have had a chance of having that one fall.
Caesar Jones. Double teamed. Passes it to the defense. Rosa. Easy layup.
Story of the game.
28-11. Davis again picks up his dribble deep in the front court. Bounce pass back door, and it goes through the legs of Whitfield and out of play.
That's another thing. They keep picking up their dribble as soon as they get across half court. I mean, granted, they can't really do too much because they're getting trapped as soon as they get across half court, but you have to try to at least get through it a little bit before you pick up and give up on your chance of getting to the basket.
Rosa off a high screen, steps into a three, can't make it. And who else but Pena fights for the ball and grabs it. Guy passes into the corner. Now back to Guy. Ben Guy to the rim. Got fouled.
The cuts for St. Peter's Prep have been phenomenal. They've been finding every single lane to the basket they can get, whether it's from the baseline or cutting right through in the middle here. They can't be stopped on these cuts.
5:09 left first half. 28-11, St. Peter's. Ben Guy, no problem. Isaiah Gore comes back in for Trenton Catholic.
You got to wonder how these players are feeling right now, being down like this at their home court.
Well, they view this year as kind of a little bit of a down year because they did lose a lot of players.
Yes,
but
they did.
They are young, and there's some bright spots, certainly, with this program going forward. Eric Elliott taking back over and trying to build something once again.
And I'm sure they will. TCPA has always been a fantastic basketball team. So I'm 100% confident that they'll be back at the top of Mercer County in no time.
Gore floater short. Rebound picked up by Miller. Peyton Miller steps into a three. Got it. The score continues to balloon. St. Peter's up 33-11.
St. Peter's is really starting to feel it now. They had a really good first quarter, but they're having an even better second quarter.
They stepped on the line. Another turnover. Jules Davis didn't know where he was on the floor. His foot was out of bounds.
It's these simple mental mistakes. They're thinking almost too much, or they're not thinking at all, because they get stuck, they get scared, and they just take these wild passes, they take these unnecessary steps. It's just really unfortunate right now for them.
Miller directing traffic out in the front court. Passes right. There's Jordan Amore. Hits the official.
A little assist there.
And helped St. Peter's out, it looked like. Amore launches. He hits a three.
Yeah, it definitely helped them out.
Now 36-11. Trying to get by is Tyler Hammond. Great defense.
Another double team, another trap.
Lost the ball. Here comes Rosa, all alone. Another layup. Timeout, Eric Elliott. Not much to say. Early in this one, 38-11. Trenton Catholic thoroughly dominated to this point. Car inventory in Mercer and Bucks County's all new Hyundai of Trenton has cars, all types of models, Hyundai models, pre-owned cars, SUVs. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory ready for delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. TCPA located right here on a beautiful campus in Hamilton Township. They offer an affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics and a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. Trenton Catholic is pre-K through 12th grade, leading the way with first-rate robotics stem cell education, all while developing these great sport teams in these great facilities. To learn more about Trenton Catholic, visit TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Check out the Trentonian or Trentonian.com if you want to read about these games and the Kansas City Classic. Saw Kyle Franco around the building before. Obviously, Rich Fisher covered the first game for the Trentonian today. Miller dishes and Pena with a finish.
That could have been an M1, honestly, but either way, they're happy with the basket.
I think they will be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Pena saves it. No, he didn't. Out of bounds. Well, the bottom line is this is a young Trenton Catholic team. That's the main thing, and they're going to just keep getting better as time goes on, and they've shown that. They've won 2 straight coming in after starting 1-9.
Yeah, they knew that they were going to have some struggles losing the players that they did, especially a guy like Deuce Jones, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he's doing his thing at St. Thomas Aquinas right now. But, you know, like you said, they're way too young to be frustrated with how they're playing. They got a lot of time to develop and a lot of time to figure out exactly their style of play. And they've won 2 straight, like you said, so they're finding it now as we speak. It's just they're playing against the top team in the state. No team can really factor into that if they're trying to mold the system.
Tyler Hammond drains the first. Red can't hit the second. Kinsler, bounce pass. Over to Anderson. Pena fired up a 3, missed. Fight for the ball, goes out of play.
Pena's really trying to find that stroke right now. If he really does find that, they're in for a long, they're already in for a long day, but they're going to have an even longer one.
2 minutes, 37 seconds left, second quarter. Pena with a steal and a finish.
Unreal.
He is a very, very good player.
Apparently so. He's been annoying on defense, and he's been even more annoying on the offensive side.
Very, very good. Nice move by Hammond. And a foul.
Hammond trying to do something on his own there. Couldn't really find a pass, trying to dribble through all that pressure.
So Hammond to the line. Missed the 1-and-1. Kinsler passes, shot for three, no good. Put up by Lorenzo Enright. Whitfield, good find underneath, and a good basket, Isaiah Gore.
That's what they need. They need to get quick transition baskets off of these misses. They're getting a bunch of misses, and they're getting a bunch of rebounds, but they got to go fast.
Nice move by Kinsler inside, and couldn't get the bucket to go. Kinsler comes out, Jordan Taylor in. Bryce Anderson gets it into Taylor. Jordan Moore passes left for Miller.
A little bit of a slower tempo now for St. Peter's. I don't know if they're trying to slow the game down, or if that's just how they're looking for it.
Nice baseline jump shot, knocked down by Peyton Miller.
And they're still out in the press, too.
I was going to say, yeah.
They're really trying to put it on them.
44-14. It's Washington being backed out.
These closeouts on the passes by St. Peter's have been phenomenal. They're getting an open look for like 0.5 seconds,
right,
and they're not getting anything out of it. Hands are always up, constantly moving with the ball.
Hammond, good looking jump shot, but it's too far. And a good rebound on the other side. Taken in by Anderson. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Amore skips the pass across the floor. Knock it down, another three, Peyton Miller.
That should have been a turnover for TCPA, and they should have had another two right there.
Yep.
St. Peter's is very fortunate to come away with the three.
And a foul. 1-and-1 for Gore.
This is where they need to execute, because they haven't, I don't think they've made one-and-one to start this game. If they're going to get back into this game, you chip away as much as you can, and you start with the free throws. They need to convert these really badly.
Sam Tornabene comes in for the first time for St. Peter's. Nice hit on the 1-and-1. Gore earns himself a second shot. And he hits them both.
There you go. That's nice to see. I like to see that. Maybe now we can start getting a little bit more of a competitive game. I hope, anyway.
47-16. High screen. Had a good one. Miller got it knocked off of him, and it's a turnover.
That was fantastic defense, too. Knocked the ball out of his hands, and it was able to bounce off of him, too. Now it's TCPA ball.
Good pass. Gets it into the corner. Washington tried to feed Maxey, and that does it. First half, all St. Peter's. St. Peter's Prep 47, Trenton Catholic 16. And we'll be back for the second half right after this on WBCB.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Angelo Honor for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
It's a new year at Team Toyota, and we're still here for you. With new Toyota models arriving weekly with no markups above MSRP. And with selection. With over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for every budget, you can drive one home today. And with service. Check out our seasonal specials that will save you time and money. So Happy New Year. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills, or at teamtoyota.net.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Angelo Honor, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
It's a new year at Team Toyota, and we're still here for you. With new Toyota models arriving weekly with no markups above MSRP. And with selection. With over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for every budget, you can drive one home today. And with service. Check out our seasonal specials that will save you time and money. So Happy New Year. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills, or at teamtoyota.net.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Welcome back to Trenton Catholic. Keith Noonan, Ryan Baxter with you. First half, all St. Peter's Prep as they lead it 47-16 over TCPA. So, Ryan, let's see if Trenton Catholic can get off to at least a good start here to try to climb back and make this one a contest again.
Yeah, there's still 2 whole quarters to play here. They could really make a game out of this if everything goes right for them, and I know Coach Elliott was probably giving it to them in the locker room, so.
Whitfield tries a 3 and he missed, short.
Maybe that's what they were going for, getting quick baskets from their good scorers here.
Picked up by Rosa. Kinsler hits a 3, nothing but net.
St. Peter's is doing exactly what TCPA needed to do right there. They're coming out and getting the quickest basket they could.
Yeah, Whitfield has tried from behind the arc, but hasn't hit one yet.
Which is odd, because he's usually hitting it all the time from there.
Nice reverse layup, Washington.
Tough finish there.
Rosa into the corner. Nico fires it up, and he knocks it in. Nico Pena.
Back at it again, Nico Pena.
God, he is good.
He's unstoppable right now for this TCPA team.
Isaiah Gore through traffic. Gets it back up top, Washington. Over to Maxey, excuse me. Maxey, wide open lane, and he missed the wide layup.
That
wide open.
Oh man, that's an unfriendly roll. That's been the game if you want to describe it for TCPA. Just having a tough finish.
Yeah, Tyndall.
It's funny, they kind of matched it both sides. TCPA missed a 3, they came down, hit a 3. TCPA missed a layup, they came down, hit a layup. It's almost mirroring them.
Gore chisels in, lost the handle, got knocked away by Kinsler. Floater is short. Kinsler grabs the rebound, bounce pass to the right. And down on the block, easy finish. And a quick timeout. Looked like J.J. Taylor with the finish that time, and it's now 57-18. If you miss any of this action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. On the newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Also sponsored by the Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street. Got the rolls, the deli meats, the pastries. Go there for the best hoagies. They offer catering, finest dessert trays for any get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And TCPA located right here. Beautiful campus in Hamilton Township. Offer affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics and a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. TCPA is pre-K through 12th grade, leading the way, first-rate robotics, all other kinds of programs, championship sports teams as well. TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Check them out online. Whitfield taken away. Pena to the rim, blocked by Whitfield, and then the putback right there for Tyndall.
It was good transition defense from TCPA, but Tyndall was with great following there of Pena.
Absolutely. Good pass into the corner, fading away, block shot. Jules Davis put up the shot, missed, and a hard block by Whitfield, but that called for a foul.
I'm not too sure about that one. That looked like all ball to me.
Richie Rosa got called for the foul. And Joe Richardson is back. So, Joe, the halftime responsibilities, obviously, you make some announcements. So, again, just remind people how they could donate to this great cause and everything else that is going on today. And, of course, we have the game on the 4th as well.
Yes, you can go to our Facebook page, CCCCNJ. Also, you can donate through Venmo, through Cash App, and through our GoFundMe.
And it's all going to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, yes?
Yes, that's correct. A large portion of the proceeds will go to Lymphoma and Leukemia Society, as well as us providing scholarships for high school seniors and donating to a family that's currently dealing with cancer.
Good pass. Hammond fading away, got fouled. Tyler Hammond will head to the line. Dan got a great first game. Obviously, this one lopsided, but still great to have this event the third time, right? This the third annual, and it's just a great event, and you're helping a lot of people out. So people that don't know your story, tell them a little bit about, you were a coach at Trenton Central and then two-time cancer survivor. So walk people through why this got started, this whole event.
Yes, again, Keith, I'm a two-time cancer survivor. My first was in 2011, stage 1 prostate cancer. In 2015, I had stage 4 double hit lymphoma cancer, which was a rare and aggressive type of blood cancer. Both of my cancers, I was an active coach with Trenton Central High School boys basketball as a varsity assistant coach. So for me, after winning both of my battles and being in loving sports, I decided to put the two together to come up with the Capital City Cancer Classic. And we wanted to be able to showcase basketball games and also use that opportunity to raise money to donate to cancer facilities. Again, helping people with scholarships as well as helping families that are currently dealing with cancer.
And it's great, too, because we have 2 out-of-conference games, right? I mean, this is good action, teams that you don't usually see around here, and these teams willing to travel here to Trenton and to Trenton Catholic specifically and put on these great matchups.
Yes, you're right. And in our initial game that we had when we first started, St. Peter's Prep, they came down and they played Trenton Catholic, and it was a very close game right down to the end.
Yep.
And when I scheduled this game, Mark Bass was the coach at the time. They had just come off a season of being one game away from possibly being the Tournament of Champions winner. So, things were looking up. But between the time I scheduled it and, today, several things have happened. And, Trenton Catholic, they have a lot of freshmen. They have a lot of young players. So for them, it's a learning experience, But in times like this, you just coach. You try to keep them encouraged. You let them know what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and just keep fighting through, never quit.
Right, I mean, you talked about, and we have talked about it several times, this is a young team. So when you play a team like St. Peter's this year, and like you said, with a lot of the transferred players from last year that you don't have, you've got a lot of freshmen, you've got a lot of sophomores. So as a former coach, what could Eric Elliott take out of this game, and what can the players take out of this game, playing obviously a team that talent-wise much better right now?
Well, first of all, as a coach, I want to see how they compete. I want to see if they compete the way that I know they can as a head coach. I want to know if they give up. I want to know if they're executing our game plan, or are they getting into their own world, meaning becoming selfish, trying to create things for themselves and not playing with the team concept that I put together. So you look at a lot of those things. As it relates to the players, they really have to watch the tape of this. as hard as it may be. You have to watch it. You have to learn from it, because this will not be the last good team that you play. And so you want to correct the mistakes that you made, and you want to see that when you had opportunities, how you didn't take advantage of those opportunities. Because if you can keep the game close down in the fourth quarter, you have a chance to win.
I mean, this team, Joe, that started 1-9, this Iron Mike squad, but now have won 2 straight coming in. Obviously not looking good for this one, but I mean, this is a team that was starting to trend in the right direction. Nice jump shot that time, but misfired.
Yeah, you're correct.
Davis.
I just think it's too much one-on-one by TCA. And, you'll notice St. Peter's Prep, they're fluent. They get the ball up the court. Pass, score. Trenton Catholic's too much one-on-one. There's too much dribbling between the legs. And, again, you can probably attribute that to the youth. But somewhere down the line, they're going to have to get that together. You'll continue to be on the losing side of the score and at these large numbers.
Good bucket by Isaiah Gore right there. Shot for 3, Amore. Misfired. Coming out is Whitfield. Good no-look pass. Gore for 3. Can't hit. Good rebound by Miller. Going the other way. Passes left. Kinsler into the corner. And lost the ball for a moment. But St. Peter's has it. Minute 5, third quarter. It's all St. Peter's Prep, 64-22. Isaiah Gore, layup.
It's good to see Isaiah Gore getting himself going here. If anybody's going to get TCPA going, it might as well be one of the young guys.
Yeah, I mean, you have Caesar Jones, Hammond, Washington, Cale Maxey, of course. Cale Maxey, a senior, and Bryson Whitfield as well, a senior, or a sophomore rather. Got some bright spots to look forward to in the next few years.
And I will say, too, despite the score right now for the second half, TCPA's defense has been a little bit better to start the second half, but it just hasn't gone completely correctly for them in the offensive end.
Tornabene took the shot, missed, and it went out of play.
Yeah, as a coach, right now is a time where you really teach. You want to make sure that you're solid in your defense, that you're hitting your assignments, that your hands are up, that you're tracking the ball. This is really a good a teaching time. Don't look at the scoreboard, don't look at the clock. Let's just play the type of defense we need to play to try to get stops, which we can convert over to turnovers and get scores off of.
Hammond got called for the charge that time. Officials stop play. 17 seconds. So they'll likely hold for the final shot. Third quarter, up big. Six seconds. Pass left. Nice feed down low and a good bucket.
That's Spurs ball movement right there. You can see that in the NBA.
Santiago, the beneficiary, puts it in. After 3, it is 66-24. All St. Peter's. Back in a moment on WBCB.
This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Back at TCPA, Capital City Cancer Classic here on WBCB. Doubleheader today. This is the second game of the two. Trenton lost their undefeated season bid earlier on in that first game. And this one not shaping up quite the same to be a close game as TCPA down 66-24. I mean, Joe, how about we go back to that first game, right? Because it was great. And how is Pup Young and that coaching staff going to take on what is their first loss of the season pretty late in the season? How is that handled?
Well, as a coach, you have to look at, as a coaching staff, what did we do? Did we stick to our game plan? Did the kids execute the way we wanted to? Again, you go back to film, you look at when we had it going good, when we built the lead, what were we doing to get that? Did we stay with that or did we go away from it? Defensively, what could we have done better? And so you just have to take an all-around approach, and as coaches, it starts with you. So I know that Coach Young will do that. He'll look at it and he'll analyze and see what they could have done, better. At the end of the day, you can draw up the game plans, but it's about the execution of the kids, and you just have to help navigate the kids through the game. So I think that they'll get back on the winning track very soon, and hopefully they'll learn from this loss.
Miller out in the break after grabbing the rebound. And I wonder, is this the kind of game and loss maybe specifically does that give them a boost? Like does a loss like that, after you win 15 straight games, I mean, I feel like it's inevitable you're going to have an off night and you're going to lose. I mean, does this help a team achieve where they want to get?
Again, you have to look at, the quality of play. The game that they had against Notre Dame, they were in a dogfight. The game that they had against Hamilton, they were in a dogfight. So if you start seeing the trend to where now all of your games are becoming dogfights, you have to look at something different now and say, okay, why is this happening? And then you have to look at, is it the group that I have on the floor at the same time? What is it that now all of our games are becoming closer? You have to look at that.
Hammond misses another three. Nice pass. Torbeam with a bucket.
TCPA is getting the looks that they need. They're really just not falling. They're playing really well offensively right now. They've limited the turnovers a bit. They're just not getting them to fall.
And this St. Peter's Prep defense, phenomenal.
Stifling to say the least.
Whitfield missed from in close.
I think for some of these kids, this is just, the moment is just too big. It's different playing AAU ball and coming and playing a number, a highly ranked state team. And I think they've just been overwhelmed.
Yeah, TCPA usually has a tough schedule, and with the youth that they have, it's definitely a lot harder for them this year. But, it's like Keith keeps saying, the future is bright for this team. They'll be back at the top of Mercer County very, very quickly.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, that was the one thing that you kind of talked about, that shot for three Gore missed, that you talked about, Joe, is, when some of these games are scheduled, it's a completely different situation. I mean, you talk about a new coach, you talk about players transferring in and out, and,
tough finish.
Nice job by Gore. So it was a completely different situation. I mean, when you looked at those rosters at the time, I'm sure pretty evenly matched. And you have a new coach, you have turnover, you have some things that happen, and all of a sudden it's a young team that's up and coming rather than a team that's here and ready to win now.
Yeah, that's true. When we first sat down and put this together, we actually had 3 teams that we believe would be in the top 20 in the state when this took place. Of course, St. Peter's Prep, Trenton, but we also, based on coming into trying to set this up, we figured that TCA would also be a top 20 team. So we had all of that in mind when we put it together. And unfortunately, transfers and coaching changes and things like that, help play into, Trenton Catholic's where they are now. And so for them, they just have to play through it. They have to, play through it and continue to play hard and not quit.
And a clock issue, it looks like.
I don't think they got it started when the ball came back into play.
4:48 appears to be on the clock.
A lot of scoreboard issues here at Trenton Catholic recently. It went out the last time that we were here, and now we're having issues with the one that they replaced it with.
Well, it happens. The main scoreboard not working, so that's always a struggle.
But I just like to thank Marty Flynn, the athletic director of Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy. He has really gone above and beyond to really welcome us, to help us, to be a great host. If things happen, we all understand, but we all work together to get through with a positive resolution, which we was able to do. So, again, we improvise, we adapt, and we overcome. And we've been able to do that this year. Last time out it was COVID, which gave us a lot of issues. So, again, we're just thankful. And now, as we were talking about, that defensive effort right there was just, as a coach.
You were shaking your head.
Yeah, as a coach, I'm calling timeout, and I'm really letting them know that that's poor.
Yes.
And this is not a judgment on the coach or the players, but it's just more of a critique of what I just saw in that last play.
No, the main thing right now in a game that's 74-28 is effort. Right. You want to be seeing guys that are still fighting for the basketball, trying to dive on the ground for the loose balls. That right there, the paint was empty.
And the body language, the body language they had when they came onto the court after halftime, was defeated. And so as a coach, you have to try to motivate them, even though they're down 20, 30 or more points. You have to find a way to try to encourage them.
They started this fourth not too badly. They were getting turnovers that they needed, and Bryce hits a beautiful three-pointer.
Yeah, Whitfield.
But, yeah, they started out great getting hands on the ball like Jules just did, and they got a turnover right there.
Yes.
However, it seems like they got that little boost in the start of the quarter, and they were like, all right, we showed them what we could do. We're good to sit back now, but it just seems like the lack of effort is really starting to come back again.
Derek Gomez checks into the game for the first time for Prep. Out of the corner. Good ball movement. Whitfield launches again. Can't make it this time. Two minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Wild shot that time. Better defense for TCPA. Fight for the board. And here comes Hammond with it. 2-on-2. Gomez, good defense, but even better play by Isaiah Gore.
It was a great finish there from Gore, but a good pass there, too, from Hammond.
And a couple good stops, last possessions for TCPA. A couple stops.
Yeah, it seems like that fire's been coming back a little bit more now. They really don't want it to be as lopsided as it is. I don't think anybody wants it to be as lopsided as it is, but it's good to see that they're still fighting a little bit down there on defense.
St. Peter's coach still standing and talking things over.
Yeah, he's very much engaged, and that's what I like. I like to see a coach that remains engaged the whole game, whether you're up by 20 or down by 20, but you're still actively coaching. Because, again, the kids are looking to you for leadership.
Right. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. As this doubleheader winds down, another bucket.
Gave up the baseline there. It's just another lack of defense.
And one last chance to remind you about TCPA. We're here, and you can Get affordable Catholic education that provides outstanding academics and a safe environment right here at TCPA. And TCPA is for pre-K through 12th grade, leading the way with first-rate robotics, STEM education, and developing championship sports teams, first-class facility. Learn more about TCPA, TrentonCatholicPrep.org, TrentonCatholicPrep.org. And a reminder, this is the Capital City Cancer Classic, as Joe Richardson joined us for a majority of this one, and he has to go and pertain to his duties now towards the end of the game. There's a couple of trophies, players of the game, and just a reminder that you can go to their Facebook page and donate. They accept Venmo, PayPal, all kinds of things. And Joe Richardson, for a great cause, as he runs this event. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. There's also some scholarship opportunities and some other things, and we will cover Robbinsville versus Snyder, and that will be February 4th at Robbinsville High School. So Connor Hayes will take on his team with as they take on Snyder. So we wrap things up here from TCPA, and it was a nice day, and hopefully lots of money was raised. In that first game, Trenton Central lost their first game of the year, and in this game, not a good one, but a tough, tall task for Trenton Catholic as they fall 76-34.
You can honestly only hope that Trenton Catholic doesn't hold their heads down too much, because it's a lot to learn from with this game. This is a top 15, top 10 team in the state. This is their 10th win in a row now coming up against TCPA right now. And it's just pretty much back to the drawing board. You can take a lot of the lessons that you learned from being down as much as you were and fighting as hard as you did, not converting when you needed to, but hopefully they can take this and turn this into massive win streak, and we could be saying TCPA is back by the MCTs.
Absolutely, and certainly a tough one, but like you said, you put it pretty well that they just have to respond next game and not worry about this one, flush this one, as they say, and worry about it next. But the important thing mainly is Joe Richardson, what he's doing, Capital City Classic, another great event, and we will finish it, obviously, on the 4th. So we're looking forward to that broadcast as well. So the doubleheader over, 76-34. St. Peter's with a nice win. They're going to give out some players of the game. Joe Richardson's over there. And thanks to the sponsors making these live streams possible, Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Revere Restaurant, Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian Trenton Catholic Academy, and by Hyundai of Trenton, and Mako in Ewing. Thanks to Brianna O'Neill for producing both of these live streams. Thanks to Marty Flynn. Thanks to Rich Fisher, who was here before. Big thanks to Joe Richardson as well. And for my broadcast partner, Ryan Baxter, this is Keith Noonan saying so long from TCPA. A tough one on the doubleheader to finish 76-34 the final. And we will talk to you next week right here on the WBCB Sports Network.